Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Give me a quick second while I get everything set up. But hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody had a good Monday. Um, Funny story. I thought yesterday the market was closed, so that's why I forgot to stream yesterday. But then I realized midday that it wasn't. But it's okay because it was the wife's birthday, so got to spend time there. So hope everybody's doing good today. Let's see what's happening with the market. We can see Dow is pretty much flat. Nasdaq is pretty much flat. The S&P 500 is also pretty much flat for the day. Peter, what's going on? Peter, what's going on? Al, how's it going? What are you guys up to? How's the market treating you today? And give me one quick second. I just need to post on Discord that I am on real quick. Everyone, live streaming. What's going on, Gordon? Missing your. I'm guessing you meant my stream yesterday. Yeah, I forgot. Like I mentioned earlier, Gordon, I honestly thought the market was closed yesterday. I didn't even bother looking at stocks yesterday until like midday, where I realized, hey, we still market's still open. I don't know why, because I thought banks were closed, so I thought stock market was closed. But let's see, what do we have today? What's going on, Rajesh? Hola, Jose, ¿cómo estás? Doing good, Rajesh. And how about you, man? How's everything? So we can see today it's pretty much not much happening. It seems we can see Microsoft, right? Some of the big players, Microsoft and Apple, Microsoft is pretty much flat. Apple is down about 0.42%. This is interesting. Facebook is down a nice amount, 1.68, and so is Facebook is down about 2%. And Google is down about 1.68%. That's definitely interesting to see right now. Tesla keeps killing it. Tesla is at $800. It's up about 2% for the day. We can also see Micron Technologies is down another 2% today, which is interesting, down 1.8%. I haven't really seen what's happening with any of these stocks. Let's try to see if maybe there might be any recent news. I want to start off with Micron Technologies. Let's take a quick look at MU. So MU, DRAM bit demand growth to decelerate in 2022. So I'm guessing this is probably pushing Micron Technology stock price to go down. They are saying that the bit demand growth is expected to decelerate in 2022. All right, so that's interesting for that. I also saw Google and Facebook. Let me take a quick look at what's happening with Facebook. So Facebook share slip. New York Post reports second Facebook whistleblower is willing to testify before Congress. Okay, so we're starting to see Facebook a little bit more on the news still. This kind of, I want to say, this is going to continue to bring short-term negativity to Facebook stock price. I don't think there's going to be much stuff in the long term of things, but I could be wrong. And let's see what's coming out with Google. Google was also down about almost a little bit over 1% today. Google's down 1.6. So let's see. Anything really happened? Google leaks these Pixel 6 features. I don't think that's happening. Former Pentagon. I don't think that's it. And I don't think that's it. A more efficient home. How smart devices are helping make greener houses. I don't think that's it. A delayed exit. In thousands of traders are getting nope. Let's see what's happening. I don't think that it doesn't seem like there's anything. 2 days. Nope. I think this is just trading stuff. Nope. I think that's trading. So I don't think there's any Google stock news right now, which I think is pretty weird for the stock to be down about 1.5%. There doesn't seem to be anything right now affecting Google. Pretty interesting. Down 1.5%, where some of the other big players, right? We have Microsoft down 0.21, Apple down 0.51. The only one we saw, Facebook. Amazon is pretty much flat. What's going on, Dennis? Peter, been averaging PaySafe since the mid-8s, so I was a bit uneasy when it passed the 7s last week, but it seems to pick up back now. For sure. I mean, PaySafe definitely I want to say is not a happy stock right now. Peter, I am liking it. I actually did not see it drop below yesterday. Oh wow, it did. It dropped below 6 yesterday, picking back up. PaySafe, one that I believe is going to continue to be volatile. I do think this is going to be a nice multi-bagger for me in the upcoming years, right? This PaySafe, I'm liking it, especially how I'm liking DraftKings. how I'm liking the iGamification, the sports betting, and the e-cash solution market. So I'm really liking PaySafe right now. I do believe I'm down on it a nice amount, but that's a-okay with me right now. So are there any stocks you guys want to take a quick look at? Let's take a quick look at StockTwits. Let's see if anything is trending today. Gordon, agree, right? Just got to be patient with that one. So let's take a quick look at eWhispers. eWhispers real quick. I want to see what earnings are coming up this month. Not this week. This week, I don't think we have anything too crazy. If you're into the banks, maybe. I'm not... I'm not a big player in the bank market. The only one that might be interesting for me on Thursday might be TSMC. So Taiwan Semiconductor it is coming out on Thursday, which I think is pretty interesting. I want to take a quick look at that. Next week, we have big earnings seasons. For example, Tuesday, we have Netflix. Wednesday, we have some more semiconductors. We have Lam Research and we have ASML. Two popular semiconductor companies. Next Thursday, we also have some big players. We have Snapchat and Intel. So next week, even though I am going to be on vacation next week, I am probably going to be hitting the big players at least. I might do a video on Netflix. I might do a video on ASML and Lam, on Lam. On Snap, maybe Intel, and that's pretty much it. But then it seems like the real earnings season or real earnings week is gonna be the week of October 25th. For example, we have Facebook on Monday. We have Alphabet, Twitter. We have who else do we have? We have Ford, Boeing. We have Apple. So we have some big players on the 25th. So interesting. What's going on, Jesus? Good morning. Dennis, what's going on, Dennis? So you're talking about Qualcomm. So Qualcomm has been taking a hit recently. Let's take a quick look at that stock. I just want to see in forms of technicals because I mean, seeing fundamentals of Qualcomm, it looks interesting. You know what's happening, Dennis? Now that I remember, I think Qualcomm mentioned that they are planning on buying this company, and normally you kind of see that negativity doing stock price. I don't see too much volume compared to on average. Right, Dennis, right? We can see my typical volume graph down there. It doesn't seem anything concerning, in my opinion, and this is during the 3-day time frame. So nothing crazy like one is seen right here, right? Look at this, huge. But here, nothing is really screaming any forms of crazy volume on the stock. But we can definitely see stock price, I want to say, is still sitting at these bounce price points. So it's going to be something to keep an eye out. I'm really liking Qualcomm in form of price action, but I do believe they just announced an acquisition of Qualcomm's stock news. Let's see. Qualcomm news. What you should know. Qualcomm, what does the chart? I don't care. They did, I think it was Qualcomm acquisition. Stock 77, yes. I mean, SoFi is killing it. Congratulations. So Qualcomm is acquiring Veoneer. Veoneer, I forget for how much. For $70. Yeah, at the same time, Broadcom. Oh, no, that's Broadcom. So it's not Qualcomm? Hold on. Qualcomm and that's just outbid Magna for the auto tech company Veoneer. So sometimes when you see these kind of acquisition news, you usually see the one that's doing the acquiring go down. I do believe the Veoneer or Veoneer company that they're purchasing is a smart move. Qualcomm is trying to enter more into the automotive market. Veoneer seems to be a strong player in the automotive market. And on October 4th, Veoneer communicated that Qualcomm and SSW partners had reached a definite agreement to acquire the company. Good evening, stock. So I do believe this is probably causing some of the stock price action. To me, it makes me even more, I want to say, not bullish, but more confirmation that even after that acquisition news, the stock price hasn't kind of gone down below this kind of support level that we see right here. So interesting for sure. Dennis, are you in Qualcomm right now? And when does Qualcomm report earnings? That's something. Earnings date. Let's see if they. Qualcomm expected to release earnings November 3rd of 2020. Any updates on Nvidia buying ARM? So I actually just did a video on that, Rajesh. I want to say I think Monday. Yesterday I dropped it. Nvidia did announce a concessions with the European Union. So Nvidia offers EU concessions over $54 million ARM deal. So this is the concessions. This is the biggest update right now, Rajesh, and this was about 6 days ago. And the concessions, we don't know what they're at, what they are exactly. I don't think they've kind of announced it at the moment. But it could be that Nvidia is telling the European Union antitrust regulators that, hey, we'll, instead of buying the whole ARM, maybe we might just buy, we might sell off this division of the business, or we might not buy this division of this business. This division of the business can stay as a private thing. Or it might be like, hey, we're looking for a partner to kind of come in and buy it with us. So nothing too crazy, because we still don't know much about it. But there's something happening behind, and there seems to be an update right now on it. So European Nvidia comment: Nvidia's $54 billion bid for British chip designer ARM is expected to face an extended EU antitrust investigations after concessions offered last week failed to address. Okay, so they failed to address competition concerns. So even the concessions they offered did not meet things. So that's interesting. 3 people familiar with the matter said. So interesting. I mean, to me, I've always said, and I've said it numerous times, that I don't think Nvidia is, this acquisition has a higher chance of it not happening than happening with the ARM acquisition. And obviously, it would be great for Nvidia to get this ARM acquisition. At the same time, I don't think it's needed. It's definitely not needed. If they don't get it, I'm still bullish at the company with the stock price. Stock right now is still up about 0.74%. So yeah. So let's see. What's going on? Oh, Kenny, what's going on, Kenny? Hey everyone, how you feel about Tesla going into earnings next week? Is Tesla earnings coming up already? Tesla earnings date. Oh wow, they are. That's insane. I feel like they're coming super fast. So Tesla is coming in on October 20th. Super interesting for sure, Kenny. I mean, right, they just released most of the numbers they already released their numbers for the quarter, I believe. And they saw strong growth. So I wonder, sometimes I wonder, right, how much of it is already priced in due to the information that Tesla shared. So let's take a look at Tesla's investors relations website. So press release for their quarter 3, they already gave us, right? So the Model 3, total vehicles were 237 produced and 241 delivered for quarter 3. And I just want to see how that compares to quarter 2 real quick. So quarter 2, oops. Hey, did they not give us quarter 2? Oh, sorry, I think I clicked the wrong one. So this is quarter 2. And this is quarter 3. All right, so quarter 2, they produced 206,000 vehicles. In quarter 3, they produced 237,000. In quarter 2, they delivered 201,000, and in quarter 3, they delivered 241,000 vehicles. So it's pretty interesting. All right, I feel like a lot of it is known already to some extent. And it does seem like, hey, we would like to thank our customers for their patience as we work through global supply chain and logistic challenges. So this kind of says that, hey, if we didn't have these kind of logistic challenges and global supply, our delivery numbers would have been even stronger. So I do want to say, to some extent, I want to say a lot of it has been priced in. Wouldn't you think so, Kenny? What are you expecting to happen during earnings? Like, do you think they might give you something some crazy information that one doesn't already know besides net income? But Tesla's stock price is up a nice amount. We can see in the past month, the stock is up about 8.58%, and year to date the stock is up 10.55%. In the past year, Tesla is up 82.4%. This has been a beast for sure. So let's see what's going on. Al, have you heard of Neogenomics, ticker Neo? Would like to hear your thoughts about it. No, Al, the geonomics market is one market that I normally don't touch because this is something I'm not familiar. It's a high complexity CLIA, Certified Clinical Laboratory, pharma services and information services that company that specializes in cancer genetics diagnostic testing. So for sure, this is definitely not a market I'm in. But let's take a quick look. First thing I'm seeing is right, the stock is down about 30 something percent from its 52-week high. The stock has definitely seen strong 5 years return of 459%. Let me take a quick look in charts. Let's see what we see here. So Neo doesn't look overextended at all, sitting at, in my opinion, some attractive price points if one wanted to enter. Let's take a quick look at Y charts and what's going on, Sergio. Let's take a quick look at Neo. I'm gonna guess, actually, let's start out with Simply Wall Street. So Simply Wall Street, let's pull in here to Neo Geonomics. We can